Hello, Keller Williams. I'm Amy Stack, the Regional Tech Trainer for the Mid-American region, and I have been getting a lot of amazing questions about our new Canva partnership and what's the best way to share designs with other people in Keller Williams. I've also noticed a lot of people have shared their folders with the entire company, and I don't think that was what they intended to do. So I'm going to walk through what that looks like and the best way to get the people you need access to your designs to give them that access and the correct permission levels. So currently I am in just the home screen of the KW Canva account, and you'll notice at the left there's a folder called projects. So if you go ahead and select projects, you'll see here that there's several folders that have populated. And this is because, like I said, a lot of people have been sharing folders with all of Keller Williams. So I don't personally know who most of these were created by. I'm not part of these market centers or teams. And here's an example right here. I'm just going to click on this. This looks like a market center created it. It's got some awesome logos in here. Very great, handy tool for their agents. However, this isn't somebody in my region, and it's not somebody who I have my license hung with. So I don't necessarily need that in my account. However, people in this office would definitely want access to that. So I'm just going to go back. That was just an example. You can see there's lots of folders in here. These two starred ones are ones that, not this one. These two starred ones here are ones that I created. So I starred them just to keep them at the top because I didn't want them to get lost with all of these. So that's a little extra tip for you. You can hover over one that you love and want to use, and you can go ahead and hit the star. So these are two that I've created, and I did that to keep them right at the top, easy to find. Okay. So if you want to create a folder and not necessarily share it with all of Keller Williams, what you'll do is start with this Add New button on the right. So under that red projects bar, top right, Add New. And you'll hit Folder, and you'll name it. And you'll notice there's this section here that's already defaulted to not shared. And I think some people are confusing the fact that this says KW Associates, meaning that nobody will be able to see it that's in KW if this isn't changed, and that's just not the case. If we change this button here from not shared to can edit or can view, that means you're opening it up to the entire company. So 100,000+ agents. 150, 180 on any given day can all have access to that folder. So changing this KW Associates to shared gives access to everybody. If you want to give access to specific people or specific groups, I'm going to start with a market center. This is my home market center. I can put an MC for market center. 655 is my market center number. And I can see here that there are 41 people in this market center group that have joined the KW Canva account. I know we have lots more people in the office, so what will happen if I create this folder and give them access, as more people from that office log in and create their KW Canva accounts, they'll automatically have access to this folder. And the opposite is true as well. So if somebody were to leave an office or a team, if you have it set up for a team, as soon as they're pulled out of that group, they will no longer have access to the designs in it. In this method of sharing, it's automatically defaulted to edit, which means if I put anything in this test folder, everybody will be able to edit the specific designs in there. I also have the option, if I click edit, to switch to can view. Now what that means is I can populate this folder and give all these designs to people, and they can see them but not edit them, which might be like, oh, that's great, some awesome inspiration, but that doesn't really help me. I don't want to have to recreate everything. So what will happen in that mode is you'll just need to coach your team or your agents when they have a view-only document to just copy it, and they'll make a copy and it will live in their own account, and they can go ahead and edit that copy so they don't have to build it from scratch. So that's how you can share with a group. And if you are wanting to share with a specific person, I'm going to put my friend Kimber's name in here. You can start typing their name in, and you'll see different KW Associates will pop up that you can select on. And you'll also have the ability to choose view or can edit on those people. So you can add several people in here, as many as you want. And just keep adding down there. And notice the KW Associates still says not shared. And I do have this little box here that says notify team members. So that means inside Canva, those people will get a notification in their bell icon that something has been shared with them. If you unselect that, they won't know that it's been shared with them. So when you're happy with that, you'll go ahead and hit continue. And then that folder will be created. You can see that popped up right here as test folder. So if I want to save that as a favorite, I can go ahead and hit that star. And you can see that starred folder actually showed up on my left-hand panel as well. So if I unstar it, it's no longer over here on the left. And I'm going to move this really quick. This is the bell icon I was telling you about. When you do leave that notification on, you'll see there's a bell in the bottom left. Mine says 4 notifications right now. And you can see that, let's see here, we've got something shared with me. I have a Keller Williams folder shared with me, social media channels shared with me. So I can mark that all as red. And now I've cleared out those notifications. As soon as I click on one of those things, it would open up those designs. I don't know that people want those shared, so I'm going to keep those private for now. But that is how you can create your folder and share it with the people you're intending to share it with, and make sure that people aren't able to edit your designs that you don't want to have access to do that. So again, really quick, it'll be add new folder, click your folder, leave KW Associates as not shared. After you name your folder, if you're sharing it with the whole market center, put in MC and then your market center number, and that will populate. Choose the correct share setting. What do you want people to be able to do if they have access to this folder? Is it view only, or can they edit? And then hit continue. Leave that notify team members on. If you want to share it with specific people instead of your market center, just start typing their name in and they'll pop up. And again, you have the option to choose they can view or edit. And you can add multiple people at a time. All right. And then again, not shared with KW Associates. Choose the permission level you want to provide to that person or group. Leave notifications on. You would have already named your folder at this point, and then go ahead and hit continue, and it will create that new one for you. So hopefully this will help you communicate and share with your team members in your market centers, and get it to the people you actually want to share it with, and then give them the correct permissions for what you want them to be able to do with those projects once they are shared. Make sure to reach out to your regional leadership, your local leadership if you have more questions that you want to dig in deeper with. Thanks for watching.